I got a ton of coffee and I'm still falling asleep. What is wrong with me? Let's go.
On your mark, get set. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning, Kevin Durant. You should have left California.
This Brownsexual upset me in having to bring this teenage idiot from Wisconsin into a sports conversation. Are you really surprised the Cowboys are giving up on Ezekiel Elliott?
Whoa. Hell no! Well, no one cares about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
Time to get this party started. And Danny Fuller, I have a response for you, my good friend. Good morning. Welcome to the Taco Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. Danny Fuller's the first one in to the Fanatics feedback zone. He says, good Taco Tuesday morning. Same to you. Let's get this show rocking. Eagles best team in the NFL. Definitely best in the NFC. Not so fast. Expect nothing less. Of course, you're my good friend. Of course, I expect nothing less. All right. We're going to combine a couple of things, and I have a couple of notes for you. We are presented by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins, and by Invader Coffee. Shout to you, Ryan McCarthy, for the sponsor lead. All right, let's do it. Here's the whip around presented by Fanatics. I started too soon. The American and National League Managers of the Year go to the Orioles' Brandon Hyde and the Marlins' Skip Schumacher. So Torey Lovullo gets no consideration, right, for bringing his team to the World Series. So Bruce Bochy gets no consideration, right, for bringing his team not only to the World Series, but winning the World Championship. More on that later. Well, another suspension for Kareem Jackson. This time he's banned for another 4 games for the hit on Josh Dobbs. Oops. Matt Canada has been fired. Thank God. Last but not least, Zach Wilson has been benched once again. Thank God. That's the short version of the whip around presented by Fanatics. after a short break, we have a cage match. I'll explain when y'all get back.
Everything Boston. I love you, you morons. New Kids from the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pizzle 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby.
Get ready for the 4 Horsemen of Peckham's. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to the Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. This section presented by BetUS.com. Sports bettors, listen up. BetUS.com is back in our 30th year of action. Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Of course, there are not 1, not 2, but 3 football games that you can bet on for the spread, the money line, and all kinds of props. Log on to BetUS.com right now. Use the code Snowman, and you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the holiday grudge match y'all have been waiting for.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic black. I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the Broadcasting Witness Protection Program.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, entering the ring, the man who's in charge of Ramley Talk and the Playmakers Blog Network, weighing in at none of your damn business. He is the hardest working man in content creation today. He is the Playmaker, Darnell Sollins. Good morning, my brother. Great to have you.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
And happy Thanksgiving to you. And for your team, I say thank you for lending a tremendous assist. Now the second half of this grudge match. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, hailing from Chicago, Illinois, standing at 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in and none of your goddamn business. Sorry about that. That slipped. He is the man known as... one, the only Victor Lyndon Baines Locke Jr., aka my good friend from Chicago. Good morning, Victor.
What is up, Snowman? I am honored and privileged once again to be on the greatest sports show on the history of YouTube. That is, of course, Snowman Morning with Cole Johnson. And I finally get to meet the Playmaker officially.
Yep. Playmaker said it had to happen. He said it in the chat yesterday, and I'm here to have it happen. Now, I am totally improvising here, folks.
Improvising? Why are you improvising?
Because it's fun. And you'll just have to trust me.
Well, Cole finna be sending out a whole bunch of uppercuts your way then.
He ain't uppercutting me.
I think he's traveling, so he...
Cole is let's wish Cole a lot of safe Cole is indeed traveling for the holiday. So let's wish him a lot of traveling mercies and a lot of prayers that he gets where he needs to go. All right. As I said, I'm going to totally improvise. I'm going to throw a subject on the screen and I'm going to let these two fight.
Oh, God.
Oh, what's up with you?
What's with the fighting today?
Well, first of all, you wanted it. Second, Playmaker wanted it. And third, I am just a facilitator.
I said me and Victor need to be on a show together.
That ain't what you said, Playmaker.
Yes.
Playmaker simply said, and I playfully quote, "We gonna fight." And of course, he said nothing of the sort. So we're just gonna have fun. I'm gonna toss some subjects back and forth between these two, and that's gonna be the remainder of the Tuesday show. First on the docket, dear Matt Canada, in 2 words, you fired.
Not a moment too soon.
About bleeping time.
Not a moment too soon. I mean, it took him how long to ruin a team? And you finally said, you know what? I think it's time to stop the bleeding now.
Is it? I pose this question to you, gentlemen, and to the folks in the chat. Let me say good morning to Calvin Rogers as well as Danny Fuller, who is here with us, and Louis Conyer, who is here with us. Is it too little, too late for that Pittsburgh Steelers offense to be saved? Playmaker, I come to you first.
Let's see. What's the remaining schedule of the Pittsburgh Steelers here? So live research here, people.
Real-time research.
I'm assisting on this one.
So they got the Bengals up next, and we have no idea how this game's gonna go. There's no more Joe Burrow. There's no more Matt Canada. So we don't know nothing what's gonna happen.
We know absolutely nothing.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
We know absolutely nothing. Point Fire joins us from Scarborough in Toronto, Ontario, home to the Blue Jays, the Maple Leafs, and the Sky Dome and the Raptors. So Playmaker's contention, and I know Victor agrees as well as I, we don't know what the hell's going to happen in this game.
So I'm looking at the schedule right now. 26 is their next game. They go to Cincy to take on the Bengals. Then which I'm gonna right now. That's up in the air because the Bengals lost Joe Burrow
for the year,
for the whole year.
I believe that's a season-ending injury, Playmaker, is it not?
That is a season-ending injury. There will be no more Joe Burrow in the 2023 season.
Then they go back home to host Call of Duty Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
You know, I'm gonna be fair here. I'm
not.
His first two games back, he has played better than most people would have expected.
Who gives a damn? It's Kyler Murray.
That's fair.
I'm being total. Okay, I'll be fair for about 3 seconds. First 2 games back, he's fine. Yeah. It's the rest of the season that has me concerned.
Thursday, December the 7th.
Why is that a Thursday game?
Why?
Wait, what happened? What I missed?
They got the Patriots at home on Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Who does?
The Patriots.
The Steelers.
The Steelers are hosting the Patriots on a Thursday night game.
Yes, they do.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. It's gonna be bowling shoe ugly.
What the hell?
Most of the games are.
What the hell is that? Hey, NFL, for that game?
Oh, you're gonna love the next one, Snowman.
Try me.
December the 17th
Oh, no.
on Dr. K.
Colts.
The Indianapolis Colts.
Tell me
And-
that's in Lucas. Tell me
and
that's
they-
in Lucas Oil Stadium.
They don't. Isn't it? No, it's in Indy, but they don't know when they're gonna play that game.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
No, they don't. There's not a time.
There's not a time. A time has not been
I
set.
need to make a call.
No, no.
Honey, we got a problem on the 17th.
It might get pushed to the 16th.
You might
Yeah,
be right.
Just a minute. Honey, we got a problem with the. It just might get.
Yeah.
That frightens me. That
December,
absolutely frightens me.
December 23rd, they go back home and they host the Bengals.
And we still don't know how the hell that game's going to go, let alone the first one.
Right. Then New Year's Eve, they
Oh,
go
God.
to one of your favorite places, Snowman. They go to Seattle, take on the Seahawks.
I'm going to sock you right in the mouth. Let me say it correctly. I'm going to sock you right in the mouth.
And then they
One of my-
cap-
I love the city. I just don't like the Seahawks.
I know. Especially being in NFC West.
Which is
And then
probably
they-
why you worded it the way that you did.
Exactly. And then to cap it off on the 7th, which is another to be determined, the Pittsburgh Steelers will go to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. So
Well,
that's
they
And
the
get a
season.
foot put, and get a foot put in their
Week
ass.
18 put a question mark on every game in week 18 because we don't know what's gonna happen.
You don't
Leading
know.
up to the week.
And playoff scenarios dictate that. I'll pose the question. I'll pose the question again, since now we've concluded our real time research. Victor, to you, is it too late to save the Steelers offense?
Yes.
I love
You waited half the year to let
waited
Canada
a-
ruin.
Which is a year too long.
Yeah. You wait
Which is
half
a
the
year. Which is a year too damn long.
You wait half the year to let Matt Canada basically ruin a once at least competent Steeler offense. And you
Mhm.
expect what 8-7 weeks for them to get back to where they were? I don't think so.
I respectfully disagree.
Oh dear. Go on.
See, the fact that we did live research
Yes.
gives me a change of thought. Like we just said, we don't know what the brain's gonna look like now. They don't have Joe Burrow no more.
Fair.
Who's their quarter? Which prompts this question: who's their quarterback?
Jake Browning.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Do we play taps now?
No.
No. Okay. Go
No,
on.
that's like one of the greatest people to cover football, the one and only Chris Berman says. That's why they
That's
play
why
the
they
game.
play the games.
Fair. That's a fair point.
Very
I'm
much.
just looking at the teams that are coming up.
They got the Cardinals.
Fair. They got the Cardinals. They got the Pats.
They got Call of Duty Cardinals. Dear
and they,
God.
and they got the Seahawks, which I'm pretty sure are going to be guaranteed dubs. It's
I
the
mean,
Colts.
they next 5 games is up in the air with potential of them getting their offense together.
Yeah, potential.
Before they
the
go
key
to
word,
before
potential.
they go to Pacific Northwest.
Well, yeah, they got plenty of punching bags that they can, get their
Okay.
their clarity up. But
Is it wrong for me to want Pittsburgh to go to Seattle and beat the hell out of them?
no,
I know I'm looking way far ahead, but
Now you asking
Anyway.
for too much too.
say it again.
Now you asking for too much too.
I'm asking for way too much, and I understand that.
Look at
I
their wins.
understand that.
Let's see, they beat. Let's see. Let's look at all their wins. Okay.
Mhm.
They beat the Browns by 2.
Mm-hmm.
They beat
Don't
the
know
Raiders
how.
by 5. They
Don't
beat the
know
Ravens
how.
by 7.
Mm-hmm.
They beat my Rams by 7. They beat the Titans by 4. They beat the Packers by 4.
So they've kept most of the games close.
All their games is 1 possession wins,
True.
Yeah.
which means Seattle's gonna have a shot.
No.
And the Colts gonna have a shot. The Bengals
I
gonna have a
think the
shot at
Colts-
probably one of them, not both games.
I think the Colts is going to beat them. I think the Colts will beat them.
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking the Colts.
I think the Colts, and I got to talk to Matt Taylor after the Thanksgiving holiday. Matt Taylor, of course, the fabulous voice of the Indianapolis Colts. I think the Colts can beat them. Look at the lot, and we got a real-time research request.
Okay.
Look at the losses,
Oh, losses. Okay. Well,
and this is
the
from Danny
49ers
Cole.
No, the 49ers beat the hell out of them in week 1.
37. Yeah, that one I know.
I remember that top of my head. I was like, because I was shocked. I was like, really, Pittsburgh? That's how we gonna open up the season? Just gonna get thrown out at home by San Fran? Really? That's what we gonna do? Like, good gracious!
After an undefeated preseason.
Sad to say, I wasn't surprised.
Like, give me something to look forward to for week 2.
Right.
Sadly, I wasn't surprised. I was like, "Oh, you gonna get that tail tapped?"
Or was I?
The Texans and the surprise of the Texans beat the brakes off them too.
I'm not surprised.
30-6.
The Texans have become nothing.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that the Texans beating the hell out of them.
Texans
I'm not surprised at that at all.
No, don't you say that, because at that time you were surprised.
I'm gonna say
didn't even
this.
know CJ Stroud was gonna look the way that he looked.
I'm gonna say this. I think the Texans are probably one of the most improved teams in the NFL right now.
Lions bring stability.
They are far way better than what they used to be in years past.
Mm-hmm. No more happy endings took care of that.
They lost to the Jaguars by 10.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we saw what happened this past Sunday. The reason why that is a title for a snowman right now.
When you score less than 26 points in your last 6 games, 6 games now.
6.
That's like Lewis Black saying 8, and I won't complete that phrasing.
Yeah, don't. The curse char's filling up quick. Don't do it.
Steelers Nation.
You know what?
Steelers Nation, don't panic, because guess what? After what happened last night, the AFC has become wide
open.
Yes, I agree.
We'll get to that after the break. And speaking of which, Victor mentioned the cuss jar. Here you go, right here.
The swear jar.
52 ounces worth of cuss jar right here.
The swear jar. He has a swear jar, people.
Yep.
Actually, Playmaker, I'm going to have 3 of them. 1 for me, 1 for Jody, and 1 for the house.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to wind up using all 3 of them just doing this show alone, and the lines won't help, Victor.
Depending on how the rest of the season plays out.
Yes.
It might be white.
Absolutely, I'm going to be filling these things up. Let me be completely honest. I may fill this thing up Thursday night.
Probably.
And he's off Thursday. And Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And yep. Only thing I gotta do is take my daughter to work. Thursday, we will not be on air. I'll play a classic episode, but we're sleeping in. I will say tomorrow we're going to do our picks and get them out of the way. Halfway home during hour number 1, talking all things football. Matt Canada has been fired. That news came down this morning. The fella seems to think, well, they're kind of split on this. Victor says there's no chance in fixing the Steelers offense. Playmaker says otherwise. What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know your thoughts below.
I'm just saying, the part of the schedule favors out, so maybe Mike Tomlin knew what he was doing. So this is the part of the schedule we might
18 months too late.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, he's like Matt Canada did everything he could
18 months to 18 months to and he's crippled Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
The other problem is the Steelers don't have an offensive line. How many times have we said that about different teams?
There's one here.
How many times have we said that about different teams? No offensive line. None.
There's 2 particular things I follow that have lackluster offensive lines.
And Victor and I talked about it yesterday. Well, but we won't touch that team in Chicago. Not yet.
You know, here's the thing. We talking about the Steelers offense being atrocious, though. There's another team we need to talk about because that offense last night. There's major concerns that need to be going around.
The Chiefs look very vulnerable.
They really do.
We'll take a pause here, and when y'all get back, we will wrap up the Monday night debacle in Kansas City. Dear Kansas City Chiefs, y'all are in trouble when y'all get back.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids from the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pizzle 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby.
Get ready for the Four Horsemen of Pick'ems. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to this Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning, to the Fanatics Feedback Zone, where Danny Fuller chimes in and says Texans definitely most improved. They're heading toward a playoff spot and something else. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Calvin Rogers says, really, I didn't know. Thank you, to a comment he said earlier. AB Media 83 checking in from Indianapolis, Indiana. Ben Bentley posed a question to me. He said, did you see our weekly NFL meme recap on Better and Green this week? I have not had a chance to see it yet, but I will. Danny Fuller one more time. Steelers schedule in favor, unlike Buffalo Bills schedule. Ain't that the truth? Calvin Rogers again. Pittsburgh offensive game is a dumpster fire, or as Sensei Drew says best, a bunch of dumpster pelicans. Ain't that the truth? And then Ryan McCoffey says this: New York Jets offense, hold my beer.
You just had to make it by your Jets, didn't you?
Ouch.
You ain't even worrying about your Jets. We got to deal with y'all on Black Friday.
All I gotta say is have fun to both of those teams.
Yeah.
Have fun to both of those teams. I'll explain why in a little while. This happened last night at Arrowhead Stadium. Eagles moved to 9-1 on the season. They beat the Chiefs 21-17. And gentlemen, I'll start with this point. The Chiefs are in serious trouble. Playmaker.
Ooh, boy. Did y'all see the look on Patrick Mahomes' face?
Yep.
Throughout the night?
Mm-hmm. Pressure busts pipes.
Kermit the Angry Frog was not happy last night.
No, he was not.
Did anybody see Tyreek Hill's tweet? Yeah.
Missed it.
Bro.
I missed that one.
Why he say?
He had the the shocked emoji after a certain guy by the name of MVS
Marquez
dropped the game, won the touchdown.
Marquez Valdez Scantling. Butterfingers.
Mm-hmm.
Butterfingers. Oops.
They showed a stat on Get Up this morning and on SportsCenter last night after the game.
Mm-hmm.
You still
You know
watch
the
that
team-
stuff?
Yes.
I
Hey,
don't.
why you think I can? Why you think I gotta get my knowledge? I gotta know this stuff, okay?
I just do research and call it a day. But go on.
Guess what team has the most drop passes in the league this season? Surprisingly,
The Chiefs.
Chiefs.
27 drop passes.
Including 6 of them on the opening night. 3 of them belonging to Kadarius Toney. I still don't know why they signed Kadarius Toney.
And a lot of that's based on just
How
lack
was
of
that?
focus. A lot of it's based on lack of focus, lack of concentration. It's not like it's based on like
A lot of that is based on
coverage.
lack of. A lot of that, and y'all heard me say this before, is based on lack of a, wait for it, consistent running game.
That too. Because when they know you're going to pass,
They don't have a consistent run. They don't have a consistent running game. Part of that due to the injury to Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
No. Nope. No.
you're not giving that pass.
No. No. I know you just not bring up the running game, okay?
Oh, yes, I did.
And you talking about injuries, right? Isaiah Pacheco had 19 carries for 89 yards. They decided not to give him the ball more. And that's Andy Reid's fault.
They decided not to give him the ball in the fourth quarter.
That's an
Because
Andy Reid.
before
All right.
halftime,
Let's be totally real. Let's be totally real. They decided not to give him the ball in the final 15 minutes, i.e., the money period.
But let's be real though. Andy Reid has always been more heavily reliant on his quarterback than his run game. We've seen that in Philly.
Yeah.
that's why he never won the big one in Philly.
Somehow he's won 2 in Kansas City. And part of that due to the defense, and part of that, I'm trying to remember that. 19 carries for 89 yards for Isaiah Pacheco.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I have 2 questions. 1, why did he not see the ball in the fourth quarter? And 2, why did Andy Reid get so conservative in the fourth quarter?
You see, the stuff that y'all get, that stuff that we get, I'm gonna say we because I do it too. That we get on my coach about, we don't get on Andy Reid about. Why is Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball 43 times? And then
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a good point. Why
That's
is
a hell of a point.
Why
You
is that
shouldn't
Mahomes?
just lean. You shouldn't just lean on Patrick Mahomes alone.
Exactly.
And they're killing, and they're getting him killed.
I was a little shocked that DeAndre Swift didn't have more yardage. He went 12 carries, 76 yards, and a touch. I was hoping he would have been used a bit more. But
Who's that?
DeAndre Swift.
See, that's going to be the Eagles' downfall.
However, though, Hurts only passed 22 times, 14, 22, 150 yards in the
But they did not. Listen, 12 carries, 76 yards plus a touch for DeAndre Swift. Okay, why aren't those numbers doubled? The Eagles love to run the football. Period.
Because that other 12 went to Jalen Hurts.
Shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
I know. I know this is the state of today's offense, but I'm an old fart and I'm old school. DeAndre Swift should have at least 25 carries per game. Per game.
He should.
They're going to get. They're going. And I've said this about Jalen Hurts. I love his talent. I absolutely do. But, and I know, and I also know they're putting the offense in Jalen Hurts' hands, which you absolutely should. But given the fact that Jalen Hurts carried the ball 12 times last night, if you're an Eagles fan, that should, for only 29 yards. Yes, he had 2 short touchdowns. Shouldn't that frighten you? Or am I wrong?
It should be a cause for concern.
I was going to say that because going in, I wanted to see how Jalen Hurts was with that knee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he looked pretty good for right now. So hold off until let me yet again live research again.
Well, actually, I was wrong about Edwards-Helaire. He did play. He carried the ball 2 times for 20 yards.
Isaiah is the main running back. Carzalette lost his job. That is Isaiah Pacheco's job.
But I'll repeat my question. Why didn't he get the ball in the fourth quarter?
Okay, so
why did Isaiah Pacheco not get the ball in the money period?
So come back to me when we talk about Jalen Hurts after December 10th.
Yeah, I'll say December 3rd, but I see why you say the 10th. Because next game they got is against the Bills. Then they go, I believe, is this a home game playmaker? Do they host the Niners?
That is in Philly.
That's in South. That's at Lincoln Financial Field.
Okay, so they're gonna host the Niners.
Yep.
Then they go to
and it's not gonna,
World.
And it's not going to get flexed.
Oh,
then they go to.
It's not going to get flexed.
No.
Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson will have the call on Fox.
Yep.
I'll have the alternative call at 4:25 on the 3rd.
Then they go to Gerald World
and beat the out of the Cowboys.
More than likely.
Listen. It is premature for me, I know, to wish season death upon a team. But I hope they go to Dallas and beat the ever-loving out of them.
You and a lot of others.
The only reason why they will probably not flex that game.
Which one? December 3rd or December 10th?
December 3rd is because the very next week they're already on Sunday night.
Right.
Yeah, true.
So they take on the Cowboys in Gerald World. Next they go to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. They come back home on Christmas Day, my birthday, to take on the Giants.
Merry birthday.
Gracias.
Eagles, Giants in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I believe that's in Philly.
And yes, Calvin, it's not hate for the Cowboys, but a lot of contempt. For an organization, even though I hated them as a fan, I once upon a time admired them. Jimmy Johnson, hello. You got to respect that era, which I do.
The Cowboys,
but seeing them lately,
yeah.
In 3 words, and I know Victor will not hit me for this. In 3 words, I ain't impressed. Back to the current subject at hand.
Last 2 games, they host the Call of Duty Cardinals on New Year's Eve. And that's a noon game. And then
on New Year's Eve, I'll be asleep.
New Year's Eve. And then after that, their last game is going to be...
I'm sleeping in New Year's Eve. I'm sleeping in.
Then the last game is going to be in the Meadowlands, taking on the Giants.
Taking on the Giants and putting an end to their misery.
Yeah.
And here's my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
If Philly can win 2 of the next 3, the road to the Super Bowl is going through South Philly.
I beg to differ.
I would say they
For
definitely
heart and brain reasons. I beg to differ.
You want to go to Santa Clara.
There are 2 important caveats.
Okay.
For the NFC Championship, I already said at the top of the season would go through South Philly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The only 2 big caveats I can come up with, and I'm looking at last night's game, and the Eagles said themselves, and I'm glad they took accountability that they're not happy with the way they won last night.
Right.
And that should worry people for them to win.
Exactamundo.
That should be a problem for the team that's on the other side, because now they sitting here saying we winning ugly, so we know we need to clean this up, which means they got to get it together.
That's Jordan mentality.
Thank you, Victor, for saying that aloud.
Because sometimes,
we've seen it. I'll carry that into tomorrow.
Because you and I, we've seen games where Jordan would get upset because he didn't have that great of a game.
Mm-hmm.
And he would come in the next time he met them and play
and blow them to smithereens
and destroy them.
Jordan will come in there and blow them to smithereens with the accountability that Philadelphia took last night after that win in Kansas City, which was a struggle win, but a win nonetheless. Every other team, especially in the NFC, A, B, especially the 49ers, should be frightened for those words.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this aloud, okay?
And here's the problem with I'm gonna be nice this week. It's Thanksgiving week, so I'm gonna call them the 49ers, okay? After next week, I'm gonna go back to what I normally do, but for Thanksgiving week, I'm gonna call them the 49ers.
You know what? Fair enough. I did it. I called them that too a couple times, Playmaker.
And nearly made me crash when you said that.
But here's the reason why Snowman has trepidation right now.
Okay.
Now, even though the 49ers own the Seahawks, how the NFL schedule those games works in favor of the 49ers. You got Seattle, Thanksgiving. Go to Philly.
They go to Seattle. Thanksgiving. They get 10 days off. They go to Philadelphia. And then the following week, they go home to host Seattle. That 3-game. Every year since 2019, there's always been like a 3 to 5 game gauntlet for the 49ers. Even in the COVID year, they had, the whole season was a gauntlet for San Francisco because they lost everybody to injury. Thank you, MetLife Stadium. But every year, every competing year, there's been like a 3 to 5 game gauntlet facing San Francisco. And it's how that gauntlet turns out, which will determine the fate of the 49ers. And after the way they performed,
hope here. Week 17, because we don't know where the Ravens will be at by then.
True. And that's Christmas night, if I'm right.
Yeah, that is Christmas night. Monday.
That's
night
Christmas
football.
night. Woo! Have mercy. I might have. Let me see what night that falls on.
That's Monday night.
Oh, crap.
Monday Night Football, Christmas Day.
Christmas night, Ravens and 40. And I can't do that game. Dag nabbit. For the simplest of reasons, it starts at 8:15, and my daughter has to be at work at 11:30. Because if I do the whole game, I'm on till midnight.
Right.
Easy. And I want to be sure she gets to work on time and safely. Woo! Boy, oh boy.
So with the Eagles winning last night, they gave them a little more room for error.
Yes, it did.
And I'm seeing a repeat performance, probably a better performance against the Bills. Niners is going to be a toss-up, and honestly, I am not looking forward to the 10th.
Seriously, Larry in the comments says, "Can 3 games really be a gauntlet? The way this schedule is working for a lot of teams, yes.
When you have the divisional rival and smack in between the team that is leading your conference, that's definitely a gauntlet. It'll be that game right there, December 3rd, 4:25, which will determine which way the NFC goes through. Because if Philadelphia wins that game, and it seems very likely, then the NFC will go through Philadelphia.
And those games are the games you have to win because you have to win your division.
Those are your must. Those are your the 2 Seahawks games are must-haves.
Yes.
Because if they beat Seattle twice, the division is theirs.
Right.
Okay. So they can get that out of the way by December 10th. Why am I saying that? Because every other team in the NFC West, beg your pardon, has lost.
Pretty much.
Every other team in the NFC West has lost. The Niners have not lost an NFC West game in almost 2 years. But it comes down to them racing through the NFC West. If they beat Seattle in these 2 games, we got to see the Rams again, and we got to see the Cardinals again. Then by December 10th, they'll wrap up the NFC West.
And somehow, some way, we're not dead.
Somehow, after a great comeback win last Sunday,
we're not dead. We're not dead. And I'm look.
And you have this look of how.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead because the Ramley Talk. I'm recording Ramley Talk today because we already know what Thursday is. So there's no chance. We know that.
Yeah.
For some reason, Cooper Cup left, we had an offense.
Can't deny that.
Ouch.
But you can't deny that. I mean, as you were
No,
saying, man,
you can't.
Find the lie.
Repeat that again, Victor.
Find the lie.
No lie to be found. Absolutely.
And it's amazing because everybody around there is like, we would never thought we would say this. We played better without Cooper Cup.
How that is, I don't know.
Because
I don't know how the hell that is.
Like when we won the Super Bowl, we
Yes.
wasn't force feeding Cooper Cup until the Super Bowl because we lost OBJ.
Yeah.
Because everybody know OBJ was going to win the Super Bowl MVP because he was killing the Bengals.
Oh man,
True.
He would have been the second receiver to win Super Bowl MVP. I want to say that was the case.
No, I think he would have been third because I think Deion Branch won one and one.
There, third. Yeah.
and
Jerry
Hines
Rice,
Ward.
Deion Branch, and OBJ should have been the third.
So that'd be four because I think if I remember correctly, Hines Ward won MVP thing when they
40.
beat Seattle.
Super Bowl 40.
Hines Ward won that one.
Yeah. Super Bowl 40.
So after LBG left, of course, we had to force the ball to Cooper Cup, which was a great thing because couldn't nobody on the Bengals defense stop him.
No, not a chance.
Now we come to this season, 2 seasons later, we had to start the season without Cooper Cup. We went to Seattle and the shocker of the whole week one.
Yes.
Us going to Seattle and beating the brakes off them.
I mean, y'all beat them up. All right, y'all beat them up.
Beat them down and then bust them up.
And then all of a sudden, the whole Matthew Stafford can't connect with the young talent went away very quickly.
You know how you know which game that was really proven? The overtime win in Indianapolis. Because Puka Nacua won that game for them. And Stafford hit him 4 times on the winning drive in overtime. How do I know that? Because my wife couldn't stop saying the name Puka Nacua. Because every time I said he drops back to pass, Jody would chime in and say, look for Nacua. And sure enough, 3 third down conversions on that game-winning drive. 3. Guess who caught them all? Nacua.
Which one went for
Wasn't that the one he caught 15?
That went
Wasn't that
and ended the game?
Wasn't that the game where he caught 15? In that game? Real-time research coming. I want to say that was the game against the Colts where Nacua caught 15. He caught a large number of passes. I want to say that was the one he caught 15.
And then now here's the scary part because Kyler Murray, I hope you're ready because I don't think you're gonna like this.
Uh-oh.
No, Puka Nacua had 9 catches for 163 yards.
Okay. Yeah, he caught 9 in that game.
We're getting the Rams are getting their main running back.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy was also the reason why the Rams went into Indianapolis and won that game.
And won. Mm-hmm.
Kerryon Williams had 25 carries for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns that game.
Now, would you? I ask a favor of the Rams. Please beat the hell out of the Cardinals. Please bury Kyler Murray in the dirt. I shouldn't be asking that, but listen, beat the hell out of the Cardinals and
how you getting played the Cardinals yet?
I don't think the Rams have played the Cardinals yet.
No, we played them. We've already played them one time in LA and we beat them.
Well, we played them once.
Joshua Dobbs was still there.
Yeah, we played them once in Santa Clara and we beat them week 4.
Okay.
We beat them in week 4.
So the only team y'all haven't played is the Seahawks.
Is the Seahawks. We see them twice in 3, and we see them twice in 3 weeks.
So that's gonna take care of that real quickly.
I just want them to go to Seattle and shut these sea pigeons up.
Sea pigeons, dumpster pelicans.
I want them to shut these sea pigeon dumpster pelicans up because I'm sick and tired of these and I know a lot of them. I'm sick and tired of these Seahawks fans opening their mouth and we put our foot in it. I want it to. This is how I want Thanksgiving night's game to go.
It probably will be.
And while I'm thinking about it, a lot of Seahawks fans are saying to me in return,
We gotta pause that.
This game is in Seattle, right?
It's in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you better hope Geno Smith is going to be ready to go.
Who gives a damn about Geno Smith?
And Kenneth Walker is not going to play. I'm just going to tell you all that right now.
Look, I don't care about Geno Smith. We beat him in the submission twice last year. We're going to beat him in the submission this year, no matter who the quarterback is. We don't care.
I thought it was 3 times.
It was 3 times. Once in the wild card round.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Okay, now that I got that off my chest, a pause for a break, and when we come back, we got some more sports talk for you from the greatest sports show on the planet. Second hour, Snowman in the Morning, with the gauntlet match between the Playmaker and Vikala. Second hour begins after this.
Where did the time go? I don't know how I got here.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you talk, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
He was only 58 years old when he passed away. That outcome could have been different.
Colorado happens to be one of the worst states for radon levels.
It's in our ground, and it seeps up.
The more you breathe radon, the more chance you have of DNA being hit and the cell mutated. The EPA estimates 22,000 lung cancer deaths a year caused by radon.
We all make choices. When it comes to alcohol, kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, have a seat for a second. Remind me about that party again?
Alex is just...
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. They want guidance and honest answers to their questions. And it makes a difference when the message is consistent and part of everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
All right, second half of Snowman in the Morning comes your way, and it is presented in part by SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets. Go to SeatGeek.com. Use the code Snowman Multimedia for $20 off of your first purchase, up to $50. Thank you, Ryan McCarthy, for those liners. Now then, to the AP Top 25, and being play. Okay, Victor, you're gonna love me for this next phrase.
Okay.
Me and Playmaker had a fight.
Oh God.
About who should be in the number one spot, and the only thing Playmaker kept mentioning to me was resumes.
Mhm.
Ohio State had the better resume. Not anymore. They don't. The right team is in the right spot. Now, I'm not dismissing Ohio State in any shape, form, or fashion.
Did I not say on my own show that when Georgia beats Ole Miss, all this will be done? Did I not say that?
No,
Yes, I did.
no, you did not.
Yes, you gonna tell me what? Really? you don't want to admit that I was right. Okay?
You were indeed right. You were indeed right.
And by the way, Notre Dame, everybody in Ohio State want to hurt y'all right now because that win is looking more terrible now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Top 5 go this way. Okay, let's start. Let's do the top 10 from 10 to 1. At 10 is Missouri. Louisville's at 9. Bama's at 8. Texas 7. 6 is Oregon. Top 5, 5 to 1. Florida State, Washington, Michigan, Ohio State, and Georgia. And 2 of those 5 teams will fall this coming weekend.
Mm.
All right. For the purposes of this morning, he has to use the AP.
That's what I have. That's what I have in front of me.
I can care less about the AP poll.
Right. I'm waiting for the big poll to come out tonight.
Now, first and foremost, before I even continue, I'm gonna say this tomorrow on Brand Down the Gridiron too. My
Yes.
thoughts and prayers are with Jordan Travis.
Yes.
Jeez,
Yes, indeed.
oh
Yes,
my
indeed.
God.
That injury was sickening.
That's just devastating.
It's also ones you just can't look at the screen when it happens.
Mm.
And not
I saw that
like-
injury. I saw that injury happen live, and I physically got ill.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
be honest.
physically
I'm
got ill.
gonna say it live on here. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Florida does pull this upset off, I'm not gonna be too thrilled about it.
No.
Cause like this Jordan Travis is not there no more.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in fair, and I hear Gator Nation. I know y'all. We got our own freshman quarterback starting too, because Memphis took out our quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So it's be the battle of backup quarterbacks down in the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
But it still won't feel the same to me
Because.
Florida State want to be full of strength.
Mm.
I thought they walked in there with Jordan Travis and all that, and then we knocked them off.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that thought I had the thing I was going to create. I'm not even going to create it no more because it's like you lost your quarterback to a team that you were supposed to beat anyway.
Fair.
Very fair. Very fair.
But hey, Florida State fans, if you get obnoxious now,
Which they will.
I will make my idea come to fruition. I'm trying
I
to
say
be
you
nice.
make it come. I say you make it come to fruition anyway.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, just make it happen anyway.
This Playmaker, you've said it here, and to me off the air so many times. There were a couple of weeks. Playmaker in a private chat messaged me, and he said, "I shouldn't make this come to fruition. I shouldn't make this come to fruition." I said, "What's up?" And all he had to say was, "Florida State fans." I said, "Go ahead and do it."
They be testing me, man. I'm trying to be.
I listen. I get it. If anybody gets it, you're talking to them.
I think most teams have like their share of just obnoxious fans. Hello.
Mhm.
I gotta deal with the Moronic Republic on a daily basis. And
We're gonna have some fun with different fan factions. We'll do that next segment. Oh, mercy.
Now,
Yes.
we all know what the game of the week is. There's no question.
Oh, you mean what? Who?
There's only one place to be at on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And it's right here.
Big noon kickoff, college game day, whatever. If you have a college sports show, your behind should be in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Oh boy.
I don't want to be. I don't want to. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add this game as part of the picks that we're going to do tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and say this, and I'll say it aloud. I hope Ohio State beats the brakes off the Michigan Wolverines. I hope they go into Ann Arbor pissed off from the last 2 years and beats the ever-loving out of them.
I think they will.
Well,
Excuse me.
For them to do
Just
that.
a minute. Hey. There you go. Yeah.
You were saying playmaker?
Now,
There's a couple in the swear jar for that.
For them to do this, and which I don't know if they gonna be able to do it. But I'm pretty sure when they saw the Penn State game, they had nightmares. They had flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Because Michigan said, "We gonna run, you ain't gonna stop it." And this kept
They'll stop them
punching.
Saturday.
This kept punching Penn State in the mouth. What they did when they actually beat
Will
Ohio State for the first time.
Well, Michigan gonna get punched in the mouth.
In the second half,
I want Ohio State to go to Michigan, like I said, pissed off from the last 2 years and beat the ever-loving out of Michigan. And this is nothing against the rational Michigan fans that I know. Dr. Anwar Dunbar, hello. I love you, brother. But as you have problems with some Florida State fans, Playmaker, I have a lot of problems with some Michigan fans. They are the exact same way, and I'm tired of it.
Your problem is different than mine because the bad part about your problem is Michigan plays the way you want everybody to play.
Yes.
We gonna fall down your throat.
This would be entirely accurate. No lies to be found there.
So Snowman gonna be in his side watching the game and like they're gonna run the ball. And they're gonna keep running.
I might do.
And they're gonna keep running.
You know what? I'm off Saturday. For the simplest of reasons, I'm gonna have a house full of kids. I'm gonna have all my daughters here. My sons are gonna be here, and a lot of my grandchildren are gonna be here. And if I know my grandkids, if I have this up, I would have to do the noon game.
Right.
I would have to do that one because I got to find out what time everybody's going to arrive. Because as soon as they get here, I'm turning this thing off and I ain't coming back until Sunday afternoon.
Just saying.
Yeah, I know.
Some man might want Ohio State to win, but Ohio State, you're gonna have to play big boy football.
They got nightmares. Yeah. Ohio State's going to have some real and true nightmares.
So they watched that Penn State game, they had flashbacks.
Yeah.
Just kept running and running and running.
And didn't stop.
And it's like, well, damn. What can you do?
Nothing.
It's one thing if a team keep passing on you and you can figure something out.
Right.
You can come up with new.
Kansas, hello, against Oklahoma 3 weeks ago.
And when a team just keep running the ball, and it's just like, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's in between the numbers. That's just in between the guard and tackle. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
If you run up the gut and they can't stop you,
not a thing. Not a thing you can do.
Quick game. Just hope for a quick game.
Just hope for. Just take us out of our misery, please.
And then if you are, well, you just in here that's like, so which one of us is going to kick our behinds up in Indianapolis? Okay.
Because Iowa has clinched the Big Ten West.
Is it me or Iowa? Iowa look like Pittsburgh and they play like Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes and yes.
It is ugly to watch.
Yes and yes. Both of them. Yes and yes. I can't. I wanted so badly my Northwestern Wildcats, who are bowl eligible, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm so proud of my Northwestern Wildcats. They are bowl eligible. They beat Purdue, or Purdue, as I like to call them at times. They get their sixth win. They get their sixth win of the year. Let's stay in the top 4. You got this one in Pullman, Washington, in Seattle, Washington. I beg your pardon. It's at Husky Stadium. The Apple Cup. Washington State at Washington. Now, Playmaker, I come to you first with this question. How much will Washington hang on the Cougars?
But that don't hang 50 because like no, I'm dead. No, see, we talking college football, so there's a lot more that needs to be done.
Right.
Look, so you only beat Arizona State by 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 15-7. I ain't even know the Pac-12 knew how to play defense outside of Utah.
Right. And Utah's been effectively put out of their misery.
And somehow you escape Corvallis. I don't know how, but you escaped.
I don't know either.
Even Vegas was like, man, they going to Corvallis. We gonna go with the home team in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you actually covered, surprisingly.
Surprisingly,
you was a 1-point dog and you won by 2.
Mm-hmm. I still don't know how they did that.
If y'all don't hang 50 in the Apple Cup, it's gonna be a problem because as of right now, that team that you everybody knows, and they probably ain't gonna say it. Everybody knows the team that you do not want to see out in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know who that team is.
Oregon.
If they handle business in the what they call the Oregon Classic now.
Mm-hmm. Now we're gonna say the true name in just a moment.
Okay. So go ahead and get it out your system because I know you was coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said it that way. It's called the Oregon Classic now.
No, it's not. Not for me, it ain't.
If they handle business, and it's in Eugene, by the way.
It's in Autzen Stadium.
Y'all do not want to see them boys again. Because them boys know they should have won in Seattle. They know they should have won in Seattle.
Easy. Let's go to Atlanta. Top-ranked Georgia goes to Bobby Dodd Stadium to take on Georgia Tech at 7:30. I asked the question again to the Playmaker. How many will Georgia hang on the Yellow Jackets?
First of all, why is this game on prime time? Why is this game going to be on ABC too?
One, I don't know. 2, I really don't know.
Let me ask
I didn't schedule this.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm throwing it out there. Like, 1, why is this game in prime time? And 2, why is this game on ABC? Don't nobody want to see the number 1 team in the country drop 500 on the Yellow Jackets.
I think instead of pinning the tail of the donkey, it's like pinning the game on the week, pinning the game on the schedule, because your guess is as good as mine.
Hey, just a minute. Repeat that, Playmaker. I gotta hear it again.
Like, I'm gonna say it again.
Please do.
Why is this game in prime time? Why is this game on ABC? And because nobody don't want to see Georgia hang 500 on the Yellow Jackets.
Ooh. He said 500. Oof. Not 50. He wants Washington to hang 50 on Washington State. He wants Georgia to drop 500.
Did we not see what they did in Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss?
Yes, we did.
He wants to see if there's actually a mercy.
He wants total. He, like me, wants total anarchy.
Look here,
he wants 500 picks.
Kirby Smart finna go to Atlanta and say, "Look here, we're gonna drop 50 in the first half. We're gonna take y'all out because we gotta come back to Atlanta the following week."
Yep.
Kirby Smart want this game over at halftime.
Yes, he does. Because he's got to see Alabama 1 week later at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah.
He said 500.
500.
Kirby Smart don't got time to be playing with some bees.
True. Very true. Very true. I'll go ahead and ask this foolish question. Key to this game is
how many people are gonna show up for the game?
Ooh.
Damn.
Like,
least.
Wait.
Bobby Dodd Stadium hold was 55,000. How many people are going to show up to that game?
to see Georgia lay a
Come
on Georgia Tech.
7.
Ooh, my goodness. And then to top off the night, we got this. The Civil War in Eugene, Oregon at Autzen Stadium. And this is on my bucket list within the next 2 years to see this live. And I hope when I see it live, the first time it'll be at Autzen Stadium. Beavers and Ducks in the Civil War. 8:30 is your kickoff time. All of these times are Eastern. Playmaker, I turn it to you. Key to this game is?
So before I get there, I got some good news for you.
All right.
We all know where Oregon's heading starting next season.
Mm-hmm.
These two teams came together and found a way to keep this thing going.
Good.
Forward.
Good.
So you have the opportunity to make that dream happen, sir. I want to
Good.
bring you that good news. So they found a way to keep this going.
That's what I'm waiting for.
We're not losing the Oregon Classic. In this case, no man said it how you want to say it.
The Civil War.
Okay.
We're not losing the Civil War. This is where, oh God, here
Now
I go.
it's now if a petty behind coach up in Stillwater can get himself together and make sure Bedlam stays around, we'll be good.
You fool!
I'm sorry. I pushed that prematurely.
You fool!
You pushed it at the right time too. You pushed it at the right time. He's learning. He's learning, people. He's learning his timing.
I am.
Soon after I said some petty coach in Stillwater, you pushed that at the right time. He's the reason why. He's the reason why we're losing Bedlam. It's not the fact that Oklahoma going to the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
It's that darn coach in Stillwater who I actually have respect for. I don't know no more.
Stop the cap.
He wanted to be petty because they leave in the Big 12.
Right.
Oh God, Victor, this is for you.
Excuse me, bitch.
Now off the soapbox and back to the mission at hand. The Oregon Classic.
The Civil War.
Beavers, how are y'all feeling knowing that y'all let one get away? To the same team that Oregon let get away, but it was at Seattle instead of in Corvallis.
Yep.
So how do y'all feeling right now?
Mm-hmm.
And the way things look at it right now, you are the team that stands between Bo Nix winning the Heisman, Oregon getting to the playoffs.
Yep.
Because I guarantee you, if it's Oregon and Washington, I'm picking Oregon again.
So am I.
I am picking
I
Oregon
want to
again.
see, and then this time I want to see Oregon hammer Washington like a drum because they let that one get away in Seattle.
And you see how they played ever since that loss. No one has been touching Oregon.
And no one will touch Oregon. One more note before we go to break. Speaking of college football, I decided to put this on the docket. The Caleb Williams conundrum. And believe me, it's a conundrum right now.
Can I add somebody else to that list?
Yes, you may.
I'm being very serious right now.
Talk to me.
We came to the season not talking about one quarterback, but two quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow, some way down the stretch, they let's see who. Bo Nix is the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Pittman Jr. is still in the running.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels definitely in the running, especially what he did.
Hell yeah, he is. Hell yeah, he is. Those are your three finalists right there, as far as I'm concerned.
What he did at Florida, that was very depressing to watch.
It was fun to me.
It was very depressing to watch.
52 points and 500 yards of offense by himself.
Ow!
Whoa! And the thing about it wasn't even a blowout.
Victor,
and Snowman would tell you, the score might look like it was a beatdown. It wasn't a blowout.
no, it wasn't.
It was not a blowout.
Florida hung with him until Jaden Daniels got pissed off. So who am I adding to this list?
Vic, that man combined for over 600 yards by his damn self.
Mm-hmm.
What a mercy.
Matter of fact, real time, before we real time research here.
Now I decided to get that in there because I'm still hurting about that one.
Why?
That was
why?
When do Florida? When have you ever seen Florida without a defense?
A lot lately.
Now I'm talking about for a season.
606 total yards in that game.
When you look at Florida, it's the SEC. You know, defense gonna be there.
Not this time.
This year.
This year, up in the air.
It's like the Cowboys, and we'll come back to them.
And you know the funny thing is, Florida
Mhm.
State fans, Georgia fans, Miami, they ain't give me no credit. It was like, bruh, y'all played the Heisman. Y'all played the Heisman guy. I'm just gonna tell you that. Y'all just played the Heisman guy. I ain't even gonna get on y'all about this one.
606 total yards. He threw first quarterback in Division I history to throw for at least 350 and run for 200.
That dude daily average almost 20 yards a carry, Victor.
Yep, and he had 2 carries. Listen, in that game against Florida, 17 of 26 for 372. And Victor, you ready for this? Hold on to your seatbelt. He ran 12 times for 234 yards.
Sweet Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now
it was all him. It was all him because it was just it was.
So Playmaker, who else am I putting on this conundrum list?
Okay. Let me go. That's Jay Spivey, where you at, man? You know, I know you was on yesterday. I know you was on yesterday. But Jay Spivey, I could use you right about now because I'm going in your territory.
Drake May.
Drake May, yeah, exactly.
Bam. There you go.
What's been going on, man?
What happened?
Like,
What happened?
like you're 8-3, and you are Caleb Williams is no longer in the Heisman race, and y'all two, and everybody talking to y'all two being the Heisman race and being the first 2 quarterbacks off the board. Bo Nix had something to say about it. Michael Pittman had something to say about it. If Jaden Daniels come out, he had something to say about it.
He's got a lot to say. I think he's got a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the way
Caleb Williams and Drake May have both crashed and burned.
Caleb, I gave you a pass. No, I'm gonna tell you, I gave you a pass on the Washington loss because you literally did everything.
He gave you a pass. He gave you a pass. I did not.
Caleb Williams did everything in his power to try to beat Washington, but that darn defense just wasn't there. That defense just wouldn't stop nobody.
He
just wouldn't make no stop.
Okay.
Now, what happened against UCLA?
Have mercy.
Caleb, you in the bunch too.
Caleb got blown to smithereens in that game. Effectively, well, he had been taken out of the. For me, Caleb Williams got taken out of the Heisman race after he lost to Utah at home because that was not supposed to be a walk-off win for Utah.
No, it wasn't.
That was not supposed to be a walk-off win.
But what happened against UCLA? That was ugly. And I enjoyed every minute of it.
No.
I enjoyed every minute of it.
You were just enjoying the misery. You enjoyed the misery.
Oh, Victor, you must not know. I can't stand UFC.
I can tell. I could tell.
Listen, all this USC hype at the start of the season. Give me this button here. Was a big fat pile of bull.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately.
Come on!
There, that was Caleb Williams' Heisman candidacy or the end thereof.
Unfortunately, it is rivalry week. So, Auburn, go ahead and pick yourself up because I don't know how to. Can I get Chris Base? I'd rather for Chris Base to say than I say because I said
what in the all types of blue hell?
What y'all doing against New Mexico State?
And they got blown out.
How did New Mexico State walk into over the plains and beat you the way they did?
And beat your asses. And beat your asses. Absolutely.
31-10. And now you got.
I shouldn't, but I'll play part of it.
What is that?
Now Nick Saban rolling in there.
Is that?
Y'all know the rest of it. I won't play the rest of it. You know what New Mexico State did to Auburn?
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did.
We lost to the SEC lost to a group of 5 team.
A group of 5 team that shouldn't even have a football team, but they do. They walked into Auburn and kick their tails.
And if
beat
for those of
them
you who
down.
don't know, Victor S. Snowman will tell you how I feel about the SEC.
Yep.
Yes. That I remember from last year.
Mm-hmm. That's been evident for as long as I've known Playmaker. Shucks, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? We're
Now,
overdue
Nick Saban finna walk in there and he about to hang 200 on you.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
Because he been playing angry ever since they
said-
lost to Texas.
Ever since they lost to Texas. Absolutely. And that's going to be the lone blemish on their record. And it's going to keep them out of the playoff. Because they ain't beating Georgia in the SEC championship.
I ain't going that far.
I am.
I ain't
They
going
are
that
not
far.
beating. They are not beating Georgia in Atlanta.
You
Last
might
one
be
in
right on
Atlanta.
this, Snowman. You might be right on this, but how many times have I told you and everybody else, if you beat Nick Saban, the very next time he see you, what's gonna happen?
This time, Georgia's going to put a bigger foot in their ass.
You might be right on this one because Kirby Smart is.
Kirby Smart is ready.
He's a damn.
Kirby Smart is ready.
And he takes
All right.
he's in my division.
Kirby Smart is ready. And when he sees Nick Saban for a second time, he's going to put a bigger foot in their ass. Let's take a break. When y'all get back, we're just going to have some plain old fun at the expense of this.
Good grief.
Because Victor has a response to that, and we're going to give him the floor. And then I'll take it from there.
Why you gotta waste your time with that?
Playmaker, trust me. After the conversation Victor and I had over the weekend, this is necessary. Back in a minute.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids from the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pistol 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby!
Get ready for the Four Horsemen of Pick'ems. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube. Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying. But this is also an option.
Wise El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Bobby J and Wise El Jefe, Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
31 after the hour with Playmaker and Vicala and all of our crazy friends in the chat. Brian Snow here with you, a.k.a. the Snowman. And Danny Fuller has this thought. Caleb is not even top 8 quarterbacks to come out, but the NFL will get it wrong. Damn right. Damn right. You're
like that.
listen, University of Spoiled Children. Does that not fit?
Wow.
Just put some stank on that one, don't he?
Danny Fuller's out here throwing left hooks right up the cut. He dropping USC right now.
Oh,
shots are fired.
And where's the and find the line. Find the line.
Before we get to this monstrosity that this man showed,
Wait a minute. We have a new word. We haven't. I have to put that down. I have to.
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Nope.
There's no lie to be found in that. It is exactly as you said. A
Listen,
mantrosity.
We got a new word in the Snowman in the Morning lexicon. Mantrosity.
Mantrosity. Before we get to that,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
I have to ask this question because I haven't been on here to talk basketball yet, so I have to ask this question.
Talk to me.
Pretty sure you saw the video because I sent it to you.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling right about now about the Bay Area?
Long season. That's all I gotta say. I will trust them to get it right, but I'm not holding my breath. And I've watched that video of yours like 5 times for entertainment and fact-finding purposes. I'm not holding my breath.
And shout out to Cole Johnson for joining me for that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
And
everybody
y'all broke it. Listen. To you both. Listen. No lies to be detected, no lies to be found, and no lies will be found in that video. Ever.
Nope.
Do us a favor, folks. Support the stream via Cash App. The tag you need is $ Tallman Dr. K50, or to support host Cole Johnson, who is traveling this week for Thanksgiving, $ host Cole Johnson. Want to advertise with us? Drop an email to snowmanmultimedia@gmail.com or give us a call in our Indianapolis office at 317-762-8567. That's 317-762-8567. Our Chicago office is being built. That will launch at the top of the year.
Shout out to everybody who's been watching the debut of Shooting Lights Out season 2. Because for some reason, when I cut that LSU piece, that thing took off. Good gracious!
Are you surprised?
I was gonna say, why are you surprised?
That's my. Listen, I have an offer for you, Playmaker. The first women's college basketball game that I do, I want you with me. Matter of fact, I want you both with me.
Okay, it'll depend on when and what time.
I know. It depends on scheduling. I know that, especially for you, Victor, because I already know yours. And I know it's going to depend on my schedule also. But be that as it may, I want to do more play-by-play here on this channel. I want to consistently get back into doing play-by-play because I've reached out to a couple of schools here in the area. Yeah, they haven't gotten back to me yet.
I always say this about Playmaker stuff, whether it's Ramley Talk or Bearing Down the Gridiron or Shooting Lights Out. Never shocked, but always impressed. That's me.
And why? Hey, I say the same thing. Why do you think he has a standing spot here on Snowman in the Morning each week? Always impressed indeed. I mean, listen, Playmaker got me inspired. Playmaker got me inspired. Okay.
And just so y'all know, Victor would tell you there was supposed to be another team that was been getting that fragrant foul. But since the incidents in Golden State happened, I had to switch it up.
And I'm glad you did.
Right.
And I'm so glad you did.
And trust me, Cole Johnson's waiting for that one to come.
I asked this question before, Snowman, but now I can actually officially ask it. Are the Warriors playing with fire by continuously trusting in Draymond? Because this is not a new thing for him. This is not new for him. He has been reprimanded for behavior on the floor.
I will answer that question later. Okay. And the reason I will answer it later is because I have to see how this plays out throughout the season. Because each incident is different, even though it is against Draymond Green, his reputation does precede him.
Right.
Each time, though, it's at a different result. That's what I'm waiting for.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the immediate result of this. When I get my answer with that, that is when I will weigh in.
Okay.
All right. Because I want to be. I saw the incident. Weighed in on that already. The 5-game suspension should have been at least 10. I will say that aloud.
The only reason why he got 5 because Rudy Gobert didn't get hurt.
Right.
You're right.
If Rudy Gobert gets hurt, then not only is it 10, I think it's longer than that. But as I said, to answer your question, Victor, I want to see how this immediate result plays out. I want to see how it plays out.
And Victor, I'm gonna tell you something. Sorry, Draymond Green ain't the major problem.
That's true. That's true. It's just
Nope.
that
The major problem with the Warriors right now, where's number 11?
Yeah.
And to see him in this kind of slump, saw it in the 18-19 season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting him to burst out of it, but there's something awry.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna ask the question again, like I did on Shooting Light Sun. Snowman, tell you this is what I asked Victor. Klay Thompson. How many layups you gonna miss, man?
And that's
Yeah, man.
terrible because that's the first thing you always practice. You always warm up. What's the first thing you warm up with?
Layups.
Your layups.
Yeah. Left side and right
Yep.
side.
One side shoots, the other side
One-
rebounds. One side shoots, the other side rebounds.
Mhm.
You learned that in grammar school.
I may have to weigh in on both of those subjects after the weekend. And I want to wait until after the weekend because I know this house is going to be a madhouse with all my kids here. And my of course, me and my wife, we're hosting Thanksgiving. I do not know if I'll be doing a game Saturday. If I do, it will be Ohio State and Michigan. I will.
Snowman, I'm just gonna say it right now. Don't even worry about it. Enjoy the family. Don't even worry about it. You don't even have to do it. Everybody already know what game to watch. Okay, the whole world's gonna be watching this game.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna find some type of way to watch the game.
True.
Enjoy the family. You only got one family.
Yeah, and I get to see all my kids and my grandkids this weekend.
That's true.
Enjoy them.
I'm blushing. Listen, let me show you what Cheyenne gave me. She gave me this on Father's Day.
I remember that. I remember you sending it. You showing that.
She gave me this on Father's Day. And it reads on the inside, "Thanks for being my dad, even when you didn't have to be." When she gave me this, I cried.
I know you did because you cried again afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
When it comes, I always cry when it comes to my family. I always do.
As you should.
All right, let's get to this mantrosity and I've been quiet on Cowboys Nation, and the reason why I've been quiet on y'all is because of Victor. Okay.
Well, I appreciate it, but here's the thing.
Okay, let me do this.
Okay.
Then the response to it, and then Victor will take the floor first. We're all gonna have fun with this one, okay? Just like we're all tomorrow gonna have fun with one Justin Fields. And I got a lot more to say about. And I got a lot more to say about Justin Fields. But here's the monstrosity Playmaker was talking about, and I can't believe I'm going to let this roll, but I'll let it roll right about now.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still involved? Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still involved? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still involved. Woo, oh, shut up, my boy. I'm still involved. Oh, I'm still them boys. I'm still involved. I'm still them boy.
Michael,
stop it. Get some help.
Some people are beyond help.
Mr. Pendergrass.
Euphoria.
Rick.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's more than cocaine. That's some meth right there.
Victor.
Yep.
You lead off.
You know, I'm always left wondering, how can the moronic republic embarrass us as Cowboy fans today?
They did that and more. Not just that video either.
The first time I asked this question was right after we lost in embarrassing fashion, by the way, the divisional round last year. And not 15 seconds. And I had a stopwatch, by the way. Timer on my phone. 15 seconds. Not 15 minutes, 15 seconds. 1-5.
That man said he literally counted from the end of the game to when
Yep.
y'all actually showed y'all damn faces.
And he Victor texted me right after 15 seconds after the game ended. Go ahead, Victor.
You fools said next year. Oh, we got him next year. That was just a fluke. We got him next year. We going all the way next year. We got the Niners next year. What happened in week 5?
George the Animal Kittle.
When you got
Big
your
Glock, Big Glock Brock. CMC.
Ready? Pull.
I was gonna say. Wait.
Thank you, Playmaker.
Time out before you do that.
And pull. Trash. Sorry.
The reason why I started laughing, because I was like, wait a minute, that's not taps. That's the bride march. That's the march of the bride. I was like, who getting married? Well, I mean, if you're gonna marry the Dallas Cowboys to failure, I mean, I can understand, but
you can't make this up, kids. You cannot make this up.
Even before that, you lost to the Arizona Cardinals
by 12. Favored by 13, and you lost by 12.
I'm sorry, but when you
What?
said that, this comedian came to my head, bro. That just was funny. I don't know if y'all know anything about Bubba Dub, but when y'all lost to the Cardinals, he went in. I was on the floor holding my stomach.
Yep.
He said that Prescott, you can't see. The man got on red.
I have a statement to help Victor along here, and I said it this morning. I said it yesterday morning while I was driving to get my daughter, and I made Victor fall out of his chair. Or in the immortal words of Larry Munson, I broke my chair. Dak Prescott, you a bitch.
Agreed. And it's proven it more and more and more each game. And the Moronic Republic still holds on to this idea that he's going to be the reason why we go to the Super Bowl. And he has to prove that.
Led by two people that I just don't understand no more.
Nope. Nope.
Even Gerald Jack Daniels Jones sat there and said it'd be foolhardy to count him out. I can count him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 yards. Mind you, 5 yards from possibly beating one of the best teams in the NFC in the Philadelphia Eagles. And 5 yards is what kept them out of that game. Now, not to say that Philly's defense is a scrub. They are a bulwark. They are a shield.
Oh, yeah.
But as I said before in my hot seat, Dak, if you are that guy, if you are him, if you are the quarterback we're supposed to believe you to be, that Gerald believes you to be, 5 yards shouldn't be nothing.
Not a thing.
5 yards should have been 5 easy yards getting you to the end zone.
Hey, Dak, you know that big white thing on the field that's called out of bounds?
On the 2-point conversion.
On 2-point conversion, you said to step out of bounds. The one thing that you're known for is your legs and your vision. And those both failed you. But this isn't really about that. This is about the Moronic Republic. So then Friday, that monstrosity happened. Somehow, that found Cole Johnson from the depths.
That
of the
did not
deep well.
found Cole Johnson. Cole Johnson found that. I don't care what nobody say. He found that.
And then yesterday, we get the finally As I'm gonna say, finally,
here it comes. Here it comes.
Here it is.
Johnson
Here it
is
comes.
going to be honored in the Ring of Honor, which he should have been done a long time ago.
Wait. Hold that thought. Because I got to set this. Victor, keep talking. Quick. I got to set something up here.
So finally, Jim Johnson is going to be honored in the Ring of Honor, which it should have been done a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone says, well, this is going to lift the curse. Like
The curse is lifted.
Like an anti-curse sauce.
Just lifted. The curse has been lifted.
Okay,
We can win.
I got to do it this way. I have to do it this way, and I have to set it up right. So, minding my own business yesterday, Ryan McCoffey, God love him,
Mr. McCoffey,
sent me
showing
something.
his villainy, by the way.
Showing his villainy. Minding my own business, and then BAM!
The curse will be lifted, and the Dallas Cowboys are going.
That
to win the Super Bowl.
happened.
Now, who is
That happened?
Who is the quarterback for the Cowboys again?
Dak Prescott.
I think the curse is alive and well. I think the curse is alive and well.
Mm-hmm.
Rain Dakota Prescott.
Tony Pollard is our running back that we're supposed to count on for the remainder of the future.
Tony Pollard knows where the end zone is at. Tony Pollard knows where the end zone is at. It's a miracle.
And all this then heads my absolute seething raw hatred of one Screaming A. Smith, which is really why this whole thing started in the first place. Because for some reason,
He said, he didn't say hatred, folks. He said seething raw hatred. Go on, Victor.
this beach ball headed fool always wants to sit there and dump on the Cowboys and Cowboys fans
Mm-hmm.
every single time the Cowboys fail. However, he don't want people to really do the same thing for the Knicks. Now he look like a freshly kicked and washed puppy every time the Knicks get blown out.
He do it to the Knicks his damn self.
But what angers me most is that the reason why I got to deal with everybody kicking on the Cowboys and Cowboys fans is because of you, Moronic Republic.
Yep.
Because the likes of myself, the likes of Beast, the likes of King Dog, the likes of BS3, rational thinking Cowboy fans, and I know there are plenty of others.
Oh, there are. There are.
But we continue to get drowned out because you screaming idiots want to keep saying, we going to the Super Bowl. We going to the Super Bowl. We go to be. We them boys. And you got this fool singing the national anthem now.
Shut up, Playmaker.
See, Playmaker going to mess around and end up singing that the World Series for the Moronic Republic.
Hey, they made the video, not me.
I know.
I know.
But since you singing it, they go like, hey, we got the people.
I'm just giving it the updated version because he said paging me. Nobody pages no more, so I had to give him the updated version.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
He's right. He's right.
Instead of paging me, DMing me. And that's all I'm doing.
Instagramming me.
Instagramming me. Facebooking me.
That's all. I'm just giving them updated version. That's it.
As
Since
I mentioned
they want to go
before,
out there themselves and do it.
yep.
Jeez.
As I mentioned before, was minding my own business, and then Ryan McCarthy struck, and then wham!
Yep, Ryan McCarthy.
This
Espresso McCoffey showing his villainy right there because that was diabolical.
I mean, they do say Mersey loves company, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ouch! I just got that. Ouch! But
Would you repeat that again, Playmaker, please?
Nope. Nope. They ain't catch it. They ain't catch it.
Nope.
Man, say it again, will you?
Nope. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna keep that one. That's a good one.
That was a good one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it
some
was.
of the stuff you gotta pay attention to when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I go back to the fact that the Moronic Republic continues to keeps embarrassing themselves, and then they embarrass me by association. Is why I get so frustrated,
PO'd, angry.
So now I make
making Victor show his villainy.
So now I make this plea as your friendly neighborhood Victor.
Wait. Hold up.
Friendly neighborhood Victor.
I can't believe I'm going to do this, but
no.
Go, Victor.
As your friendly neighborhood Victor, I am going to be kind to help out this awful show. It exposes the idiocy of the Monarch Republic, and maybe it will turn some of these people around and bring them to the light. Following cash out.
Victor.
Palestine host Cole Johnson.
Victor. When's the last time the Cowboys was in the NFC Championship game?
I was probably in grade school.
We're talking close to what, almost 30 years?
30 years.
And you asking that question to a fan base who hasn't changed in 30 years?
Hey, it's like I told Wise yesterday. I'm at least willing to try. Because the thing is, I'm not going to just turn my back on the team. That's not me. I know we're dog water.
Shut up, Brian.
I know we're trash when it comes to competent teams. I get that.
Shut up, Brian.
But doggone it, I'm willing to try.
Yes.
I want to stand behind the team and try and get them to see what we really need to be doing. And now, of course, we're 2 days removed. We're 2 days ahead of possibly going into Washington and getting embarrassed because it is our annual Cowboys versus Indians game.
Look at Cowboys Nation. I said to begin as always that I was quiet because of Victor, okay? Despite y'all destroying my boys, which, by the way, if y'all paid attention, who did I pick to win that game?
Yeah.
I picked the Cowboys to win that game. The reason why Snowman and Cole looked at me like I was smoking cocaine.
Yes. Yes. Guilty. Very much guilty. Very guilty.
Unlike most fan bases, I'm one of the realest ones there is, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I said going to Jerry World, going to the Bandai Playpen with the team that I'm looking at right now. Yeah, we're gonna lose the Cowboys. Which we did. And another thing, to give y'all some good news, I'm throwing DaRon Bland in there for Defensive Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
DaRon Bland. That man has 4 pick sixes in the season. That's like unheard of.
B.O. Seen better.
And speaking of him,
yes.
Quarterback stop throwing late across the friggin' field. Is it me or all his picks is the quarterback throwing late across the field?
Very late.
Very late.
Stop throwing the ball late across the field. Man, you want to see a pick six against the Cowboys. Just a thought. Now.
Yeah, do what Brock Purdy did. Throw it to your own teammates. Oops.
Now, this is where Rick is going to hate me, but also thank me at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You beat the Giants twice. Okay.
Whoopee.
Beat the Giants to the tune of 89-17.
Mm-hmm.
You beat the New York Jets.
But
again,
it's the Jets.
whoopee.
It's the Jets.
Sorry, Mr. McCarthy.
Unfortunately, y'all lost to the Cardinals, and they only got no more cactuses out there in the desert.
Nope.
Wow, you beat Bill Belichick. And it's still bit. Have y'all not seen the Patriots this damn season? That is not the same Patriots team that you think it is.
Ultimate
that
trash.
Team is putrid.
Agreed.
They so putrid. They talking about Bill Belichick going to California.
You better not.
Let that sink in. Well, all right. You can go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way so we all know what happened to y'all in Santa Clara.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
It's the Chargers. We know what the Chargers are.
That's
we all know what the Chargers are.
Brandon, you fired.
Because the funny thing is, Victor's like, we'll find some way to lose that game. And I was like, it is Brandon Staley, though. And sure enough, who was right?
Yeah. I said, like, Brandon Staley is going to be the reason why the Chargers lose that game.
Mm-hmm.
As talented as they
like,
are.
Oh, we'll lose that. This better probably be the game the Cowboys lose. Nah, Did Brandon Staley on the other sideline?
Uh-huh.
Sure enough, Brandon Staley showed his really head. And have the humiliated
The
golf
stupid,
to look at a
like
reporter
the-
and say, we are doing things right. What?
How?
I don't have time to get on you, okay? That Prescott, the white part of the field is out of bounds.
Think you know that.
Whoops.
That's out of bounds.
Also, Micah Parsons, turn off Twitter or X or whatever you call it. Get
Mhm.
off social media.
Let's stay quiet. Please be quiet.
Please. Shut up.
Because you making it worse for Cowboys.
Agreed.
You making it worse.
Every time you
Why
open
y'all-
your mouth.
Why you ain't talking about this team and that team? They ain't called America's team.
Just a minute.
Like Stephen A. literally broke it down. Stephen A. literally broke it down to Kimberly Martin because Kimberly was like, well, yeah, why we don't get the same? Don't nobody care about the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen having problems. But when you bring up the Cowboys, on the other hand, what Stephen A. say this time? What he say? What he say? What he say about my team? What he say about my team? And people on the other side, oh, I hope Stephen A. said something funny about the Cowboys again. I hope he did. I hope he did.
Of course. Of course. Now you
And
know
then
why
they-
I can't stand them.
And then it's the Panthers.
Oh gosh.
I mean, the worst team in the NFL right now.
It's the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the only team that has worse offensive linemen than Chicago.
Yep.
And that could be by a very slim margin.
Now, if you mess around Thursday and somehow
That's the
beat
thing.
y'all after what he looked like against the Giants,
Sam.
Victor might call out for a whole week.
No, that's the thing though. I will be here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing most people gonna understand about me is whether we win or lose, I'll be here. I'll take the abuse.
Indeed, he will.
Y'all better win this game because after that, Seahawks, Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, Lions.
Yeah. Well, you losing to the Lions. They losing to the Lions. Because Lions are a runaway train.
Lions about. May I invoke Richard Pryor here?
Go ahead.
Lions about to slap the ass out of all of them.
Yep. My thing is this. Like I said, I'm willing to try.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I haven't given up on the Cowboys. I know it could be a fool's endeavor. But doggone it, I'm willing to try. That's how diehard I am.
But Jerry Jones has led Jimmy Johnson in a Ring of Honor. We're going in the right direction.
Do it on the field.
That
Like I said,
Prescott is not leading the lead in turnovers this year.
Again, do it on the field. He getting close. He said, I will not throw more than 10 interceptions. He's thrown what? 6, 7? 6. He's almost there.
CeeDee Lamb is the number one guy. We got Brandon Cooks.
And guess
Tony
what?
Tony Pollard know what Enzo is for once.
He has 3. He has 6 interceptions on the year. Guess where 3 of them went to?
San Fran.
Exactly. I knew it was coming up somewhere.
There's a lot of good things going on in Dallas right now. Yeah, it's good when you can beat up everybody who's on the 500.
Yeah, when you beat up on dumpster pelicans, of course you should have a good season.
Feast or famine. What have I always said? Feast or famine.
Now, if they can beat the Eagles in Jerry World, which I don't see him happening, but if they do,
That still ain't gonna say much to me unless they get home field advantage.
Mm-hmm.
True.
That's a
They
big
do
hit.
play, but they do play well at Jerry World. But even still, if they do win in Jerry World, that might give some modicum of respect that you're not just scavengers. You actually can hunt.
Some.
But the Moronic Republic, shut up. For 1 week, do this for me. Just don't go on social media. Don't tweet. Don't text. Don't do nothing. Just stay silent.
Is that even possible?
No.
Hey, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying.
Just saying. Is that even possible? Good Lord.
Do they even know how to shut up?
No, which is bad. But I'm trying.
Do they even care about shutting up?
No. 'Cause you know what's gonna happen?
They really don't.
You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna get to January. We know what's gonna happen in January, but they're gonna be on this program again. Yep, this time it was 10 seconds.
It's not going to be 8.5.
5 seconds faster than what they did last time.
I already made a prediction. It's going to be 5.5. It's going to be 5.5.
Is it 5.5?
5.5 seconds is what I'm predicting.
And the three of us, Snowman, myself, and Kobe, like, with who?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's a sad day when you are part of a very small, minute group of rational Cowboy fans that see the problems and want them to be changed so that they can.
You know what the problem is? You know what the real problem is? We sitting here talking about the Cowboys. But there's a team in Dallas that has a championship.
That won.
Yes.
Texas
Rangers.
Texas Rangers.
Texas
Shout
Rangers.
out to you. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Even though
They gave them 1 day.
Yep.
One day.
I always say this. I'm more of an Astros fan. I would say I'm more of an Astros fan because of Nolan Ryan. But Rangers have always been a good team, and they finally got over the hurdle.
They are finally
So congrats.
champions.
Yes.
They are champions, and they got 1 day.
And 1
as soon
day.
as they got done with that, they went right back to the Cowboys.
They didn't care because all they care about is them boys winning the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Let that would have been Houston.
And
let that would have been Atlanta. Let that would have been the Yankees.
Let it been Chicago.
Let it have been the White Sox.
Let
it have been the damn Cubs. Dear Lord.
And Snowman can't stand the Cubs, and he know it.
Hell no, I can't stand the Cubs.
And he know it would have been more than 1 day of coverage of the World Series champion.
I've made that quite clear.
Playmaker, when the Cubs won the World Series, it was at least 2 to 3 weeks of celebrations.
Dear Lord.
I live in the city. I was on the north side of North Michigan.
Dear God.
When they had parade after parade after parade after parade.
It was bad.
Matter of fact, ESPN showed the parade.
Yes, they did.
Did they show the Texas Rangers parade?
No.
No.
Not even close.
Why? Because they're too busy talking about the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the Cowboys going to do this year?
Nada.
Oh, can the Cowboys use the Rangers as a launching point to get to the Super Bowl?
No.
No. Hell no.
This is what we doing. So the Rangers winning, and we gonna use that to say, can the Cowboys do it now? Like, how many ways do people find for the Cowboys to get to the Super Bowl?
How many ways do they find to disrespect the Rangers?
We go back to my original question. How many times can the Moronic Republic embarrass themselves?
Don't ask that question aloud.
See exhibit number 3063.
How about 3064? The disrespect of the Rangers.
I mean, it's just it's maddening,
to say the least.
But I'll take a little bit of solace that it's not just the Cowboys who do it. There's a lot of teams who have the screaming idiots on their side.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Dear God, yes.
I mean, Playmaker, you just brought up one. What was it? Florida or Florida State?
You just put both of them in that category.
Yep.
Put both of them in that category.
Yep.
Okay.
Trust me, there were some fans in that Gator group they all they want to see is nice things. Like, ain't nothing nice going on with right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, you and I have had talks ad nauseum about some of the maroon and gold glasses wearing 49er fans, even when they were having their struggles.
Yes, we have. Dear Lord, yes.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of hard and nice who still believe that he was going to do something good in Houston. Sorry, Cole Johnson.
Don't get me started. Don't get him started either. Dear Lord.
And let's not talk. And I'm gonna refrain from talking about that group that we'll talk about tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And tomorrow.
And you know the funny thing is, because I'm not gonna be on the so I can say this. You know the funny thing is, that guy is actually doing his job. It's everybody else that's not. And one guy in particular. And do me a favor, Snowman. Make sure you dive in him real good for me, okay? Because he's supposed to be the face.
Supposed to be is the operative word.
But that guy that y'all have to talk about tomorrow is still doing his thing. Just to be completely honest, even at the age he is at right now.
Old fart.
I'm giving the man props.
But I even though I am probably preaching to a asleep choir, I'm gonna say again, Morocco Republic, for 1 week, just don't respond to anything. Because you guys cannot control yourselves enough to say something smart.
And whom are you asking that of?
I know.
And whom, like I said, and whom are you asking that of?
Same how.
I hope I get a chance to play Hail to the Redskins on Friday. Because Thursday, I'm going to pig out.
Friday? You ain't doing the show Friday? What you doing?
Yeah, you're not. This is your 4-day weekend. You're not doing nothing.
You heard what I said. You heard what I said, right? If I wake up from my food coma.
There you go.
Because I'm eating here and I'm eating at my in-laws.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If Washington wins Thursday, just know I will be on this program Monday.
And I'll be laying on the ground by the time you come in. I'll be laying on the ground, being kicked. I already know it.
In the corner.
Hey, here's the thing. Remember, folks.
Like a freshly kicked puppy.
Here's the thing, folks. This is the time that Gerald said we're going to deliver capital punishment to Washington. Well,
he did say that.
Chance to prove that starts on Turkey Day.
Which he won't.
Turkey.
I said it.
The chance
now
to
you
prove
won
that
last year on Turkey Day. You won last year on Turkey Day.
But it was the Giants.
They do fairly well on Turkey Day.
No. They do well against division opponents on Turkey Day. Everybody else on Turkey Day, it's a loss coming.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you lost to the Raiders? And
yes,
like,
2 years ago.
The Raiders actually won.
And I picked the Raiders.
And with no point for the Raiders to win that game.
Nope.
No reason.
And that game can be described this way.
Agreed.
Close this up. And to close this up properly, Cowboy fans, at least until Friday, stay off social media if you would, please.
Micah Parsons, especially you, keep your hands off your phone.
And keep your mouth shut. Thank you to Victor Law. Thank you.
Doing a lot of talk. He ain't been doing much on the field.
Because he got his ass kicked in Santa Clara.
Mr. Laugh Now, Cry Later. Shut your behind up.
They're gonna be crying when they miss the playoffs. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. We are out of here, and after tomorrow, we'll be out until Monday. See ya.